Hey everybody, it's Jeff Kessinger with the Christian County Headliner News, and it's time for our high school football preview. It's week 7, and things are getting real for Southwest Missouri's high school football teams as they jockey not only for conference positioning, but also for positioning in the district standings. Our game of the week this week is going to be Ozark hosting Webb City. It's brought to you by Ozark Chevrolet. Ozark famously upset Webb City last season, 17-12. It was the first win ever for Ozark over Webb City. It was also the first home regular season loss for the Cardinals in more than a decade. Webb City ranked number 1 in Class 4 this season, and they are just as good as they've always been. The key last year for Ozark, in talking to Ozark head coach Chad DePay, was play good defense, good special teams, and score points when you get the opportunity. It's going to be the same situation for them this year. It's crucial to score points when they get the chance because Webb City does not let teams score very many points. The Cardinals have allowed just 56 points all season, only 14 after halftime. 7 of those came last week on the very last play of the game against Nixa. The big key this season for Webb City has been the second quarter. They've outscored opponents 107-13 in the second quarter. Last week they put up 24 against Nixa, and that took a close game and kind of blew it wide open, gave the Cardinals an opportunity to put Nixa away early. So it's going to be crucial for Ozark to protect the ball. They struggled with that last week in a 10-7 loss to Willard, so they're going to have to hang on to the football, score when they get a chance, and stay close at the half because Webb City is not a team that you can rally on. Our other game this week is going to be Nixa hosting Carthage, and that game has a lot of big implications. In fact, let's go ahead and show you the district standings right now. Nixa is in first place, but they have only about a 4.5 point lead or so over Carthage. Willard is right there on Carthage's heels, but CHS is the team that Nixa is going to be most concerned about. Nixa and Carthage have played a lot of games against each other. This is going to be, I believe, the 8th meeting in the last 5 seasons, and about half of those games have been in the playoffs. So the programs are very familiar with each other. Nixa already knows all about Webb City's speed. They know about receiver Arkell Smith, who's given them a lot of troubles in the past. So this is going to be a big game for Nixa because they need to kind of pad that district lead a little bit. In part because their schedule the rest of the season does not get easier. They have Ozark in the Backyard Brawl next week, and then they face Carl Junction, who's ranked number 2 in Class 4. Carthage, meanwhile, is going to finish off their season against Neosho and Republic. Those two teams are a combined 2-10 this season, so Carthage reasonably could end its season with back-to-back wins. Nixa could realistically go 1-1 or 0-2 in the last 2 weeks of the season. So this is a chance for Nixa to pad that district lead, hold on to the first seed in the district, and that means home field advantage throughout. If they do fall to second place, they get a home field game first round, but then they would have to go to Carthage for the championship game, and they would very much like to avoid that. Let's go and take a look at the district standings for Ozark. They have fallen into 3rd place in their district. Lebanon and Glendale neck and neck for that first spot. So Ozark, this is a crucial game for them if they want to have an opportunity to get back into one of those top 2 spots and get a first round bye. They will be playing Ozark next week, or Nixa next week, as we said. They close out the regular season with Bolivar. So these are a couple of big games for them. Let's take a look at the Central Ozark Conference standings, too, while we're at it. Webb City, all alone in first place right now. The Cardinals have the inside track on the COC Championship unless they get upset here in the next 2 weeks. They do have 2 conference games left. Carl Junction, half game back. Nixa sitting a full game back. And so those are really the 3 teams that have an opportunity to win the Central Ozark Conference Championship. As we mentioned already, Backyard Brawl 2017, hashtag BYB 2017, is coming up October 6th. It's going to be at Eagle Stadium in Nixa. Here's the official Backyard Brawl shirt. You can come by our office on the northeast corner of the square in Ozark and pick up yours for $10 to benefit our NIE program. So, here's what we want you to do. Tonight is Thursday. Tomorrow morning, go to ccheadliner.com. You'll find our preview stories there for both our Ozark Chevrolet Game of the Week, Ozark versus Webb City, as well as Carthage against Nixa. We'll also have COC standings, schedules, and district standings up there as well. Friday evening, log on to Twitter, follow at Headliner Sports to get all the updates from our game of the week. Also follow at Alec_McChesney. He will be our reporter at Nixa Carthage. Friday night after the games, go to facebook.com/CC Headliner News, and we will have our wrap-up videos. We'll have highlights and interviews, and then go on over to ccheadliner.com again for our stories, as well as our photo galleries. And then we want you to make sure you pick up a copy of the paper next week. We'll have our special Backyard Brawl preview section, and that will give you everything you need to know to get ready for Backyard Brawl 2017. So that's all I have for you today. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you at the games Friday night.